welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. To kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Using his legs, it's Durham. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Turns it on down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Oh, they're after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and hit the tackle for loss.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to get rid of it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions, you force fourth downs.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. And as he throws, big man has it. It's a first down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hilton. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. LSU getting set on first and 10. Lost to throw again. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game. They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Turning it on. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Throws toward the end zone. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Correct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders. Touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 2.
Ball is loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Makes the catch. It's sharp. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Close to the marker, it's Anderson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Quarterback now breaking the field. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Got a man. It's Bernard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He's going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lost a throw. He's working against the clock. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for the end zone. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to read.
There he goes. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He'll keep it himself. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Alabama! And the comeback is on.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On the ground, it's Durham. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Durham. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. To the ground to try to move the chain. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0.
And they've got to feel good too, David. Hard-fought game. It's a physical contest, but man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating